Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see a three-time Pro Bowler, Derek Carr, leading the Oakland Raiders as they match up with former MVP Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte. Standing by, our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Panthers set to go. They, of course, have number 1 as their starting quarterback, Cam Newton. Now, he is number 1 in franchise history in just about every passing category. MVP back in 2015 as well, and trying to get the Panthers back into the playoffs after a 7-9 finish a year ago.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
On first down, Newton. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And the Raiders pick it up.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 180.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? From the 27, Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
When you're talking about what you want from a middle linebacker or an inside linebacker, you're talking about Tyre Whitehead. Does a nice job wading through a lot of the traffic and does an excellent job of bringing down ball carriers. One of the top tacklers in the league when he's on top of his game.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Curtis Samuel. Incomplete. Results for a fourth down.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Second year in Oakland for Walter after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, you know, Darren, you have that position. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. K1 short. Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Carr now to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Mike down. Mike by 4. Stop your body.
On third and long, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
You better be afraid of me.
Intended for Jalen Richard.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Fielded just inside the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Switch up, switch up.
To throw again. Newton looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
First down, Raiders.
White down. 180.
Right 54.
Rip left. Rip left.
Carr now on first down. And he'll find Moreau here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
First down, Raiders.
Down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Jacobs, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Bruce Irvin. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Panthers' 12-yard line.
Down. 180.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Monday. Down. 185. Let's go, D. Let's do it.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the first down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and end up making a really nice play.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Newton. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Ready? Katie?
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Newton on first down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Newton. And that is incomplete.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
He's going to look deep for more and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On for the field goal, a 59-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
Well, this is a football game, right?
It is.
How you like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
All that, and it only nets them a yard. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Carolina getting set to take the field. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see, 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, and it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent going to be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey trying to escape, but he cannot. They get him in the end zone, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Taking it about the 16.
Let's go, let's go!
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame. Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
On the draw, Richard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 1 quarter in the books. 8-3, our score.
Set, ready?
59. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
From his goal line here, Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Newton completes it to Samuel. But he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Get ready.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
Now left side on the swing pass. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
They fake the give. Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
It's second down and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Tyre Whitehead on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Newton. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And a second field goal here gets him back within a couple at 8-6 now. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from it, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Carr going to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Carr again. It's caught. Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Carr now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K'Wan Short picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Running the toss here to Jacobs. Wiggles free. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 53. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
180.
Check, check, 59. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 2nd and 9, Newton, and that'll be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
LaMarcus Joyner there defensively.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll run with McCaffrey. The tackle made by Benson Mayowa.
Benson Mayowa on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Ready. White to the 3.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey,
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part, because now you've given hope to the offense, maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's through. That pushes their lead down to 5. It's 13-8. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Richard. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play that time for the Raiders. 52 yards.
So how many more years are we going to define this position as running back? I really feel like we're evolving into something else because they have to be such a hybrid, don't they? Guys who can run it, but they love to have those guys with hands like a wide receiver.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Too long, a coverage sack, down he goes. K1 short, able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Ian Thomas got pressed into action early his rookie season as all-pro tight end Greg Olsen went down with an injury. Ended up with 36 catches, and they definitely see him as the future once Olsen decides to hang it up and maybe become a broadcaster.
Newton on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for DJ Moore. Sets up 4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Derek Carr, he is the focus of our player spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Well, this is caught by Williams. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Carr completes it, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Gain of 12. 1st down, Raiders.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Carr now on 1st down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Keep playing hard, fellas. All day. Let's get it.
Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And a throw right sideline is complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
I don't even know why this team's so...
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Right
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Go, go, go.
Carr to throw again. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Again, it's Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Let's see what you got.
Now Carr. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Counter play with Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 17 yards out. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score, Raiders 18.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. For the Raiders last year, they were 25th in the league in rushing, and a good reason why they used one of their 3 first-round picks on Jacobs for runs like we just saw. Jacobs was the first running back taken in this year's draft, 24th overall. That was actually the pick that was originally acquired from the Chicago Bears in that Khalil Mack trade. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. But that right there is what Jalen Richard can bring to this offense. I mean, last year, yes, he had 55 carries, but they used him more as a receiver. He had 68 catches in 2018, which was tied for the team lead. Really adds a nice element to the backfield for Derek Carr and company.
Monday, down. 185.
Hey, watch the lane.
What's it?
Check 59.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 20-yard line.
Right there. Down. Right there, right there. 180. Hey, we're good, we're good. 180. Switch gears.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. CD, put on your OC cap here. What do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement, putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback and giving him a run-pass option.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Down. 180.
Mike 54. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go.
Now they'll throw with Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Tyrell Williams. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Get that quarterback.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Now Carr. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Stacy McGee in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. He just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
So out comes the field goal team once more from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Carlson is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Out of the gun, Newton. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended for Greg Olsen. Incomplete. Brings up second and
10. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. To throw again, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. To throw is Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Watch the curl, watch the curl.
On first down, Newton. Complete to right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. To the air again, Newton. Wright's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 27-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Hey, let's get this,
Now Newton on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's right. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Ready? 180. 55, Mike. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas there to make the grab as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Newton now to throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Carr going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's caught, Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Raiders.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well. The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it when you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Intended for Greg Olsen. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the 50, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Number 83. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted.
Now, ready?
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Carr now on 1st down. Caught by Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Monday, down. 185.
You get blocked, man. You get blocked.
Carr now on first down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That throw good for 4. It's second down. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, second and 6. To throw is Carr. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Mario Addison in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Newton now to throw. Got a man, it's right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On first down, it's Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at their 48-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Will Compton. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
And eventually, he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. K1 short. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Carr. Looking sideline, incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Carr gives to Richard, and that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Now a first down throw for Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Newton. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. To the air again, Newton. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Complete to Wright. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30.
Ready? Ready?
Check, 59.
Let's go, D. Ready?
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And the ball is knocked out, and the Raiders pick it up. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On the ground, Richard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
Now. 180. 180. We're good. 180. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's A.J. Cole now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Newton. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Newton's pass, incomplete. Intended for Jarius Williams. Brings up third down and 20.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be third and forever. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now Carr. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Jacobs now. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The regular ball carrier. The tackle made by Bruce Irvin.
You got it. You
A
got it.
3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Now, you ready? Right there, 54 Mike.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And he's got his man on the out route. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
On first down, Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for Tyrell Williams. Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
are, and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Newton. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon. We've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you it's not very good.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit them with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Catch made, it's Moreau. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Carlson able to put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So now Newton and the Panthers down 27-21. A minute 45 to play. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock, but I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can. Back to throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Max Crosby in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Counting down at 30 seconds remaining. Newton to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
You got 3 down.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.